Wants to call himself Rob. Claims I gave him my number a few months ago. That I left some stuff at his place. And then now well, it keeps changing his story. Now it's, hey, don't play head games with me. You want your stuff or not, I'm gonna just gonna throw it away. Dude. Really? Well, that sounds stupid. Anyway, I got an appointment at 8:30. So I gotta... Well, I'm gonna go inside of the Starbucks here in Fred Meyer's. I'm gonna get myself some coffee and warm up a little bit. I'm fucking cold. Alright. If only I could find my wallet. It'd be worthwhile to actually go in. I'm saying shush, girl. Shush your lips. Cops here, just like everywhere else, believe that if they play mentally retarded, then it's okay they didn't do their job. Well, I do not concur. These officers here are inept as fuck. I got an appointment at 30. It's about 7:20 now, I suppose. And closer to 7:30. Oh, fuck, it's cold. So this morning I'm going in just with my phone, not anything else. I'm in a lot of pain anyways. Come on, Brandy. I'm cold, but I'm glad to be here. It's warm inside.
Yeah, it's cold out there. Would you like a tall coffee in a grande cup?
Yes, ma'am. That'd be
like
perfect.
A pipe?
Sure.
Okay. It's up to you. 265.
Yeah.
Set of 3?
Yes, ma'am.
There's your change. I'll give my phone for you.
Thank you, ma'am. Oh. Ooh. It's not cold out there at all.
No, why do you ask? It's not too bad they're freezing.
Yeah, that's a great thing about sleeping in my car is that I get to wake up in the morning with my feet frozen. Usually that's what wakes me up.
We're here for our customers and communities where they need us most, with open stores and open-hearted hospitality. To help keep our stores open and stocked during the weeks ahead, we're now hiring with immediate positions available. Apply today at jobscottbroker.com.
Anyway, the good question here is, who is Rob and why is Rob getting a hold of me? Doesn't want to answer any questions, just wants to play head games. Well, I'm not down with that. There's a lot of people who pretended like they cared, pretended like they were going to help, but just never did. A lot of people, the things that they did were a waste of time because they never came forward about it. They wanted to be angry when I recorded them, posted them on YouTube, Facebook, but that shouldn't have been necessary and wouldn't have been necessary if I'd have had a friend or family member who actually cared before Natalie was killed. Kim Wilson and Letha Plunkett obviously weren't going to be helping me. They were busy ripping me off. Brenda Dickinson wasn't going to be much use. She was helpful at the beginning, but as her, what do you call that? Rheumatoid arthritis got worse. She was taking more and more pain meds. And it ended up by the time, well, probably about 4 months before Natalie was killed, it just, going to see Brenda Dickinson was unbearable. You know, she'd been such a different person earlier in life. Apparently I need to go get a stir stick. I get blown off because I have to make these calls alone. People don't take it seriously that these calls have to be made. As far as being assaulted at the hospital, I needed to be turned into the cops. But of course, just like anywhere else, all they do is give you the runaround and then tell you that it's your fault because you didn't try. Or they lie to you and tell you you have to go a certain route. It takes a really long time, takes a lot of resources and a lot of money. And then by the time you've done it that route, they tell you you did it the wrong way. They're taking advantage of that risk of dollars. Fleecing you guys for a lot of money. A lot of people, they don't even allow me to get one of the problems that I have, one of the roadblocks that I'm encountering out of my mouth before they're spouting suggestions at me. It doesn't get anything done. And people are constantly giving me their own ideas of what's been going on. Like when you listen to Rob Gavigan's podcast, but you don't bother to look to see if he's telling the truth or not. Is he just spreading ignorance for entertainment purposes and a quick dollar? Yeah, all these guys are. But that quick dollar has been at my expense and the expense of my loved ones. And of course, the expense of even strangers that were nice. The problem is you can't help the victim if you won't listen to them, if you won't hear what they have to say, if you're constantly being a Debbie Downer and saying, oh, it won't work, it won't work. You know why it won't work? Because in all this time, you've never tried. Like, what the hell did everybody think that I was jumping through all these hoops for? Especially since I was stating very loudly and very clearly what my intent and purpose was. People are dumb, plan accordingly. 740. Alright. an appointment this morning at 8:30. So it's about 50 minutes away. I still got my stuff at Vicky Raines, and of course getting strange folks calling me from Nebraska. No head games. Who is Rob? Good question, huh?
Customers and communities when they need us most. With open stores and open-hearted hospitality. To help keep our stores open and stocked during the weeks ahead, we're now hiring. If you need positions available, apply today at jobs.kroger.com.
But unlike scammers, I don't like spammers. If the police hadn't refused to do their jobs repeatedly, refused to collect evidence repeatedly, talked over me repeatedly, threatened, harassed, and assaulted me repeatedly. You know, what do these situations have in common? Me having to go in alone, despite what my so-called friends and family have to say. They wanted to say that it wouldn't work, that telling the truth in court wouldn't work, that making a police report wouldn't work. Some of them even claimed that they tried to make police reports and were denied that right. The police used that to try to mess up the situation as much as they possibly could. See, these people should have said these things in court, but they didn't. It's because they all did screwed up things too. Of course, then you end up talking to me about it and you think it should be all private. No. People are dead. There is no privacy allowed.
Hunter call 265, Cam 265.
The United States is a disgusting place. The United States is sick. It's filthy, even when it's clean. Oh, you don't want germs? Well, let's spray everything with chemicals that'll give you cancer. And then go, why is everybody getting cancer? It's your Glade air fresheners. I saw that on one of those funny alien conspiracy type memes. I also saw one that blamed Armor All and one that blamed Windex. It's Armor All that's giving everybody cancer. One guy even typed out this big long thing about, oh, it was a spoof, and you don't figure that out till the end. But my hair is going all different directions, and I itch. Hopefully everybody's not afraid of my lice. They're friendly. They like to share.
And then I'm gonna go to the test that's important today, and then do that.
Anyway, this person was claiming that I left my stuff at their house a few months ago. Or a couple of months ago. A couple of months ago, I wasn't in Nebraska. This person straight up called me from a Nebraska number. Sorry, texting me from a Nebraska number.
No,
I want to say for the record, Tim Beeson and Ted Bollinger are two of the most disgusting people on the planet. Although I kind of put Candace Mondurant up there as an even more disgusting person. She helped Ted Bollinger to get away, and Tim Beeson too. See, these were my predators before Natalie was killed. They should have just left me alone. Now, I understand after growing up in the system and years of servicing the homeless in Boulder, Colorado, many of whom are on drugs or alcohol. For everyone that I saw out there flying a sign, I knew 10 of them who had jobs, though. They're a hard-working bunch. There was a lot of homeless people that I knew that didn't fly a sign. They had some sort of a hustle. They wouldn't fly a sign. Absolutely refused. I was one of them. I liked working. I really liked working. Jeff Baldridge kind of... Well, I was in high school when I met Jeff. But I needed to try to keep my head screwed on straight. Manual labor is so good for that. You're focused on a goal at hand, a task at hand. You know that because you're doing physical labor, not only do you get to see the work and get the exercise from doing the work, which increases your endorphin level, you also get to see your progress instantly. When you're out there cutting trees and you're the ground man and they get the tree dropped, it gets all chopped up into pieces. I mean, you get to see when you slice into a limb, that limb falls immediately. When you slice it into sections and roll it up to the skid loader, you know, you get to actually see it happen. And when you dig some of the old cement rocks out of Jeff Baldridge's backyard and turn them into a cement hand, you know, when you're doing it, you get to see the progress as you're going along. You can tell yourself you're doing good the whole way. It's kind of a mindless thing too. That's one of the things that was claimed about the Egyptians, that the Egyptians didn't really fight wars. They didn't fight them through killing so much as through conquest of construction. One of the things about a local population is if you want to keep them from rebelling against you, you might as well keep them busy and keep them employed. Keep them doing something. Keep them seeing progress.
When they need us most, with open stores and open-hearted hospitality. To help keep our stores
Alright, well, I gotta pack up my stuff and leave.
Immediate positions available. Apply today.
It is about that time. I want to make sure that I get there 20 minutes before my appointment like I'm supposed to, which would put me there at 8:10. And that's about 20 minutes away.
this will make you feel better.
morning.
I would like a pack of Lucky Strike full flavor 100s. Yep, those is right there. Yes, ma'am. Perfect.
You can just stick it. What is it doing? It's your driver's license.
Oh, gee, lady, I turn 18 next week.
Huh?
I said, oh, gee, lady, I turn 18 next week.
But you gotta be 21.
Right, and I hear that every time I say that, too. My grandma quit having birthdays at 16. It was weird being older than she was. She said she quit having birthdays at 16 because everything she wanted to do was legal at 16. She wanted to be a NASCAR driver.
Oh, awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you, sir.
I drive like grandma, but not like my grandma. Thank you, ma'am. Yep. Anyway, I also wanted to bring up Lady in Montana. Son went missing in the same county as Clearview is located in. Clearview is closed down now, thank goodness. But they reopened it under a different name, mostly run by the same idiots. So, there's that. So that lady in Montana whose son disappeared, he was homeless. And nobody did anything about it. No search, no nothing. Nobody actually gave a shit. And I explained to y'all that that's actually how it is when you're homeless. Sometimes you got family that gives a shit. Sometimes. When your family gives a shit, it'll go on the news. When they don't, well, you get to see what happens. People have to actually fight for the lives of their loved ones here in America. You have to fight for those lives in court, so those human beings aren't treated like slaves or worse for the rest of their lives. Now, some of y'all want to talk about slavery as if all slavery was in America, in the South, and that there's never been any more slaves anywhere else in the world, apparently. The British want to push that there's been no slavery legal in Britain since 1066, but in actuality, technically there weren't any laws making it legal or making it illegal. There was just some clergy who said that they thought it was wrong, basically. But there was a lot of slaves in Great Britain. It wasn't until much, much later that there was a law passed that if you were a slave, the moment you stepped foot on British soil, you became free. However, that could be a double-edged sword. There were some slaves that traveled to the UK, and then they were declared free because they were on British soil, but then they weren't British, so they were being deported and sent back home anyway, where they would obviously become a slave yet again. Alright, enough with the history lesson. It's not even a very good one. I'm just trying to calm myself down, get myself prepared for the day. See what time it is. 8:01. So I got like 9 minutes to get there. I think I can do that. It's like a 4-minute drive, I think. I suck at driving though. I just want to remind everybody of that fact. There's supposed to be victim services to help people with this. But if they refuse to investigate or take it seriously or give you a case number ever so that you can actually do something about your abusers, actually testify against them. But those places don't actually help. Because to this day, I have never had a victim's rights advocate. Lana and Amanda Engeline were part of that group at the very beginning, and that guy calling himself Donkey. There was a lot of other people like Evan Rabbits, and these people were, Evan Donka called himself. These were people with fake profiles, with the exception of Lana Engeline, Cara Rogers, and Amanda Engeline. And although they tried to destroy the evidence of it, I'd already taken screenshots, so it's no big deal. Matter of fact, it more shows that they were interested in hiding the truth, which everybody was interested in doing. Why were they so interested in hiding the truth? It just don't make much sense to me. Because these are such good people, such good friends. Why did they make empty promises and things that needed to be done quickly? And what did they do? They procrastinated for months and helped my predators get away with harming me again and again. That's not okay. You know what would be smart? Instead of telling you to be 20 minutes early to an 8:30 appointment, you just tell them to be there at 8:10. Yeah, we already know it's going to be 20 minutes of bullshit paperwork. I don't know what the numbers of winners are. I don't think they're corresponding to the parking spaces because it doesn't appear to be on all of them. Looks like I'm parked close enough to straight. 8:09, so I got a whole minute to go in. And I got a lot of other crap in my pockets. Got it on. Thanks, sir. Yep.
I can take you in, Sean. Come on up, remember.
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing?
I'm in a lot of pain and a lot of anxiety, but not dead.
We're in good hands here. Still the PO box here in town?
PO Box 701, yes, ma'am.
Still the phone number that ends in 044?
Yeah, what? One moment. I want to write that stuff down. I've been having people calling me from
Can we
restricted
write your number
numbers.
down for you?
I have it. I just needed to make sure that it, because I have to record everything and all that for my safety. I had
Take a chance.
a lot of people sending me numbers in the last few days, or calling me from restricted numbers, sending me nasty
That's
text
why I only
messages.
say the last four of your phone number, because I don't want anybody else to get it either.
Well, there was a situation where the dispatch lady, she didn't understand. She went out of her way to try to blurt it out as quickly and loudly as possible, and she gave out the first part of it. So
Alright, Sean. I got you all checked in, and I'll call you back shortly, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, maybe I was sleeping.
Yeah. No masks, everybody can see what I'm on.
Well, when you make that sound, you kind of know what you're doing anyway.
Nine. Yeah, you see a while ago. I forgot the SIM card in there. I left it at home earlier and then I had to go back.
Oh no.
My head's not attached today. Awesome, thank you. Turn around, I'll try to grab it.
Brian?
Yeah.
You're extra early. You're okay with that?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna sign you in.
Great. Get my slam back.
Who was that?
Get my slam back. Nobody's too busy.
I already know who. I just said important.
I guess I'll end this video and start up another one.